Hi guys, welcome to another Inkscape video tutorial in which we are going to learn how we can create diagrams by using connector tool. So if you have to make different diagrams or charts, Inkscape diagram connector tool can help you a lot. It creates lines that automatically resize when you move connected objects, and you can also control the spacing and curvature of those lines to make them avoid crashing into certain objects. So it's a really interesting tool. So let's see how to use it. So here, as you can see, I have few identical rounded rectangles, and those could be the basis for a diagram that could represent steps in a process, or we can say they could be a people in an organization or something like that. But right now they have no relationship to one another, so they all are separate. So let's make some kind of connectors by using connector tool in Inkscape. Okay, so if you want to access connector tool, so you can go into the toolbox and then you can find connector tool here. For example, as you can see, here is the connector tool. So I can just click on this icon, or I can do is I can just press O key on my keyboard, and in this way I'm gonna come into connector tool. So as you can see, if I'm going to bring this my cursor onto any rectangle, so you can see there is a white square appearing into the center of the rectangle. And if I'm going to bring my cursor onto this square, so you can see it's going to turn into red. So it means what I can do is, if I'm going to connect to the center, so I can connect these different rectangles with each other. For example, if I want to connect this one with this center, so I would just click into the center, and then I'm going to bring my cursor here into the center of another rectangle, and I'm going to click it. So in this way they are going to connect it. And not only this, I can connect this with multiple boxes. For example, if I want to connect this one here with the middle one, let's say I want to connect this one as well with this one. Okay, so what else I would like to do is, I would like to create a connector between these two. I would like to create a connector between these two as well. Okay, so after that, what if I'm gonna go into the selector tool? So what I can do is, I can just pick any box, and I can move them wherever. So you can see like these connector tool is automatically following them. So this is a relation which I already created between these two boxes. So that's why it's gonna be linked all the time. Okay, so there is another thing. If I want to connect, if I want to delete this connector, I can select this and I can press delete key on my keyboard. And in this way, I can just delete the connector. Okay, now if I want to connect this box, I'm gonna go back into the connector tool, and then I'm gonna connect this one to this box. Okay, so now as you can see, it's just crossing this rectangle or this box, which I don't want. So for that, what I would like to do is, I would select the selector tool, and then I'm gonna select this box. And then after going back into the connector tool, you can see I can select this box, and then I can select this option, make connectors avoid selected object. So look at that, it just avoided this box. So, or even like if still going so close, so what I want is, I want to create some kind of spacing. Let's say I want to say it should go 10 units away. So it's 10 units away. So like that. Hi guys, sorry for distraction, but if you think my videos are helpful and if you are a serious Inkscape learner, then I'm gonna recommend you can go into the description of this video, where you would find my course link, where I have over 7 hours of Inkscape videos. In every video, I explain each and every individual tool with an example as well. Moreover, if you want to collaborate, if you have some kind of projects or assignment and you want to connect, feel free to contact me with my email, which is also given into the description. Thank you. Okay, what I can do is, to make it more interesting, I want to delete this connector first. I'm gonna go into the selector tool again, and I'm gonna delete this connector. And then I'm gonna bring it here, going into the connector tool, and I'm gonna connect these two here. And then again, I'm gonna go into the selector tool, and I'm gonna bring it here. Okay, so as you can see, like again it's passing through this, but I don't want to pass the line through this box. So what I can do is, again going into the selector, I can select this box, going back into the connector tool, and then I can select the first option, make connector avoid selected object. So it's gonna move from this box. But there is another option. If I'm gonna make it like only orthogonal or polyline, then I can select this line. I am gonna go back into the selector tool. I can select this line and then again into connector tool, and then I'm gonna press this make connector orthogonal or polyline. So in this way it would be just a line which consists of horizontal and vertical parts. But the problem is it's gonna pass through again from this box. Again I need to go into the selector tool. I need to select my box and then go back into the connector tool, and I need to select first option, avoid selected object. So in this way it's gonna go out of the boxes. So in this way it's gonna come from here. Okay, so other than that, what I can do is I can select this my connector, and then what I can do is I can just go here and I can give a curvature value, let's say 18. So it's gonna cut as the sides or corner of the rectangles, as you can see here. Or there is another thing. What I can do is, again I can select this connector. I can go into the objects, fill and stroke, and then I'm gonna go into the stroke style. I can create line with the dashes. I can create with the dashes, and I can create the width of the line, let's say 5. So in this way, even though if you want, what you can do is you can add some kind of, I'm gonna select this. You can make some kind of arrows, like for example I want to make these arrows, or if you want different kind of shape you can make shapes, or just like this arrows. So, and if now within the selecting tool, if I'm going to move it anywhere, so you can see this connector is connected this, and it is not going to pass through the objects. So to sum it up, we have looked at the diagram connector tools and how you can use it to create dynamic lines that connect element in diagram and charts. These lines will update when you move the element from one position to another position. Or even you can tell them to ignore and avoid certain objects. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel, where you are gonna find a lot of videos and tutorials. And if you are a serious learner, I am gonna highly recommend you can go into the description of this video and you can find my course link, where I have over 5 hours of videos in which I have explained each and every tool in a very detailed video with an example as well. And if you have some projects or assignments or tasks, feel free to write me on my email, which is also given in the description. Hi guys, sorry for distraction, but if you think my videos are helpful and if you are a serious Inkscape learner, then I'm gonna recommend you can go into the description of this video, where you would find my course link, where I have over 7 hours of Inkscape videos. In every video I explain each and every individual tool with an example as well. Moreover, if you want to collaborate, if you have some kind of projects or assignment and you want to connect, feel free to contact me with my email, which is also given into the description. Thank you.